Hiya.
Hello.
Welcome to the Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Dammy, also known as Dammy's Doodles.
And we're glad to have you today.
What did you do?
I did a yarn over instead of a knit. Today is Wednesday, the 9th of May, 2018, and this is episode 293. And we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you guys. To all our returning viewers, and a big hi to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Dammy, we had some people introduce themselves this week. Why don't you give them a shout out?
All right. Leah, who is Eventual from Minnesota. Ginger, who is Ginger Bedell from Vermont. And Bint, who is Arctic Craft 65 from Norway.
Welcome. Thanks for introducing yourselves. Dammy, if somebody's not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do and why?
You should join and introduce yourself in our introductions thread because you'll get a shout out on our next episode and be able to participate in all our owls and giveaways.
And we are announcing the winner of one giveaway today. We have another giveaway that's ongoing until next week, and we're starting a new giveaway today.
Wow.
So you should totally join the Ravelry group. Well, like I said, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. So we probably should get started. Here we go.
Now we're going to talk about what is on our needles.
What's on your needles, Dammy?
I'm almost to the first heel on my rusty Kate socks. The pattern is French Vanilla Cappuccino socks. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needles. And the yarn is Sarah's Texture Crafts Donegal 4-ply in the Rusty Gate colorway. And this is just the first sock, almost to the
You're doing
heel.
good. You're making progress. What we were laughing at is Pink is sitting over here by our patio door, and the wind keeps kicking up and blowing leaves and grass on the patio, and she does this every time it moves. So, and now there's a birdie tormenting her from outside.
She's an apex predator.
Whoa, what's that? All right, anything else on your needles?
Oh,
okay.
So what is on your needles?
Okay, well, first up we have my zigzag blanket. This is the 10-stitch zigzag pattern by Frankie Brown, which is free on Ravelry. It's on US 4's 3.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Mint Rain. I don't know what the base is, but it's the police box colorway. And I think, so I got caught up because I was one zigzag behind last week. So I did that one plus 7 more. So I think I have maybe 7. It's sitting right here on the table. I think I have maybe,
Should have written this down.
7 to go in this stripe. So if that's the case, I'll be done with this stripe next week for next week's episode. So, and then I don't know what color's going on next, but we'll find something. And then next up, I have a pair of socks from my bestie's husband, Jeremy. This is from my French Vanilla Cappuccino sock pattern. It's on US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles, and the yarn is Patton's Croy in the blue striped rag colorway. I finished the first one. Do you see how long that foot is? Craziness. So I finished the first one, and I'm almost to the heel on the second one. They are not matchy-matchy. They're a little bit off, but that's fine. So I'm almost to the heel on this one. I took it with me when I went on the yarn crawl, which we're going to talk about in Yummies, and when I went to our Diocese Women's Retreat over the weekend, and also when we went to see the new Avengers movie yesterday. So I got a lot of knitting on this done over the last week. And then I have cast on a pair of baby chino socks for baby Toby, which is the new little one of some friends of ours from church. He's due later in the summer. This is from the baby chino socks pattern by Dammy, which goes all the way from baby to adult. Amazing. It's on US 3's 3.25 mil needles, and the yarn is Bernay Softy Baby in the baby colorway. So I've done the heel, I think, let's see, 2, 3, 4. I've got 10 more rows in the cuff on this first one, and I just cast this on yesterday. It's super fast because it's DK weight yarn. So I've got that, and then I have one item that went into Stash Dash hiatus, and it's another thing for Toby. So this is the Bumble Hat by Tin Can Knits. It's on US 5's 3.75 and US 10.5 6.5 mil needles, again in the Bernay Softy Baby in the baby colorway. So I've put it on waist yarn so that I can finish it when Stash Dash starts. So if you don't know what Stash Dash is, it's a yearly along that the knit girls do over the summer, and it's a challenge to finish things, and you track your yardage. And so I get stuff to nearly completion and then put it in Stash Dash hiatus to finish. So here is the hat, and I've already made the pom-pom. I don't know if I will use this side or if I will flip it because it's pretty on the reverse as well. I probably will flip it. And then what I've done is I've written myself a little note to tell me what needs to happen to finish it and what size needles it needs to be on and everything. So this is into Stash Dash hiatus. And that's everything that is active on my needles right now. So we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished project.
Yes, because I only have one because stuff is going in hiatus. This is my preemie hat for the week. It's number 18 for the year. It's from my free top-down preemie hat pattern on Ravelry. It's on US 6s, 4mm needles, and the yarn is Pandia's Jewel Snug in the Obscure colorway, and I held it doubled. I forgot to take it with me on the retreat, so I knit it Sunday night after I got home. But it's just a cute little hat. So that's number 18 for the year. Okay. And that is everything I finished.
All right.
So let's move on to the next segment. And now it's time for our favorite part of the show. Yummies. What are yummies, Tammy?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. So yesterday was the hub's birthday.
Happy birthday.
And as is our tradition, we went to see a movie and out for lunch. And then we had cake and ice cream with friends last night.
And puppy snuggles.
I didn't have puppy snuggles.
Puppy wanted to snuggle you. He likes you.
So, we went and saw Avengers Infinity War. So, if you have not seen the movie yet
and don't want to be
spoiled, you need to fast forward to the time that is right here.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. And that way, we'll be done talking about it, and then you won't get spoiled.
We'll just talking about other knitting stuff.
Yeah. So, if you don't want to be spoiled, so this is your final warning. If you don't want to be spoiled about Avengers Infinity War, fast forward now.
Do it this time.
Right now. Okay? Alright, so now no complaining if you get spoiled because we told you to fast forward. Okay? Okay. Dammy.
Yes. What did you think of it? Ha 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 ha. Gotcha.
Oh my gosh, there was so much that happened. It was almost overwhelming how much stuff happened.
It was something, alright. It was a thing that happened.
And the retreat that I was on this weekend, one of the ladies had seen it, and she's like, I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but make sure you do not have to get up to go to the bathroom at any point in the movie because something important happens, like, every minute. So, I'm going to have to, like, rewatch it because there was so much that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a little bit confused because there were so many characters, and I was like, oh, he looks familiar, but I don't know why or something. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't be like, Tammy, who's that? Why does he look familiar?
You were. You do that all the time when we're in the movies.
I do it at home.
And you did it like in Holiday Inn?
Oh, but I didn't do it in Avengers.
And you kept turning on your watch.
I didn't mean to turn on my watch. It just turns on like when I flip my arm up. It was not intentional at all. So what did you think of the movie?
There were a lot of things that happened.
All the deaths?
Hopefully they can all unhappen a year from now.
Who were you the most sad about?
I was pretty distraught about Loki and Heimdall. And then Peter, right at the end. That hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Vision, my boy. Gamora. Groot.
Doctor Strange, because I'm a Benedict Cumberbatch fan.
Even with his bad American accent.
Yes.
I am Doctor Strange. That's exactly what he sounds like.
And, what was his name at the very, very end? After
Fury?
Yeah, Nick Fury and Maria
Hill.
Hill. Those were sad.
But we're leading up to the Captain Marvel movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Who's playing Captain Marvel?
Brie Larson.
Do I know her?
I don't know.
I'll have to look her up. I'm trying to think who else. There was just like so many. It was just like, oh my gosh, wait, what?
Bucky!
Yeah.
T'Challa.
So, yeah. There was so much that I just don't even know what to talk about.
Shut through the heart.
You're to blame. I liked seeing Thor and the Guardians together. That was quite humorous.
It's like if a pirate and an angel had a baby.
It was so funny.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Rabbit.
Oh, that was
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Instead of, yeah. Okay, do you have anything else you want to say about this?
Scenes in Edinburgh. Yeah, I'd forgotten that we
yeah.
like peeked into the little set they had made up for the fake coffee shop in the train station, even though we weren't supposed to, because they were like, keep away from this. Don't film this, but we peeked inside.
Yeah, they weren't filming when we did that.
Yeah, no, it was empty.
So
if they had been filming, there would have been security around it.
Oh,
We
yeah.
would not have been allowed like within 20 feet.
Yeah.
But we recognized all the streets and the
Yes.
places.
Okay, do we have anything else we want to say before we go back and let people come back?
I don't think so.
I don't either, so you should see it, and we're going to rewatch it as soon as we can. It becomes available to watch at home, so that I can, like, grasp everything. Can I also say, the combination of it being so dark, plus the temperature in the cinema, plus the recliner, I kept falling asleep.
She did.
And not because I was tired. It just was like the combination, because at home, I put my feet up, but there's light and the temperature is better. And I don't fall asleep. I rarely fall asleep watching something. It happens in the cinema.
Maybe don't recline as much.
I was reclined the minimum amount to put my feet up. Yep. Alrighty, so we should let the people know that it's safe to come back. Alright, welcome back.
Knitting.
Yes. So, on Thursday, the 3rd of May, I went on the Pacific Northwest yarn crawl.
She not only did it just for one day, she did all 8 shops.
Plus the pop-up.
In one day.
Yes. So my friend Janine and I went, and I'm putting pictures on the screen right now because I only missed taking pictures in one shop, and it was the final shop, and we were so tired, and then we left, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to take a photo. There was an alpaca named Cece, but it was a boy. It was a boy alpaca, and his name is Cookies and Cream. So I'm showing you all these photos, looking and looking. Do you see? I'm trying to give enough time for them to be all on the screen, so then I can show stuff that I have sitting here in my lap.
Why didn't you just put them all at the end of the podcast and say, stay tuned to the end if you want to see photos? But right now, I'll show you stuff.
Oh, that's actually a good idea. So now I've just been killing time for nothing. So
show us what you got.
I'm going to do that now. So because we finished the entire yarn crawl, we got a finishing prize. We got these bags, Pacific Northwest yarn crawl. They've got like pockets. They're a really nice size. So yeah. So in every shop. Oh wait, here's the thing. Let me show you. I can get to it. I was like stuck down there. I stuck it in here so I could show y'all. So this is all of the shops. So it was Allen Knit Shop, Amanda's Art Yarn, Black Sheep Yarn Boutique, You and I, Fancy Image Yarn Pop-Up, Fibers Etc., Furwood Farm Alpacas, Rainy Day Yarns, and the Sock Peddlers. So in every shop we went into, you got a knit pattern, a crochet pattern, and a page of a mystery knit pattern and crochet pattern. So you had to go to all the shops to get the entire pattern. So there is like 12 gazillion patterns in here. I've already actually scanned them all so that it wouldn't be, so I would be able to not have to have all the pages. But I want to show you, there's one in particular that I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to knit. I should have like, aha, there we go. It's called Save the Bees.
Save the bees.
And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shawl. We saw it in person in the shop.
Oh, jeez. You almost hit me with
Sorry,
that.
it's from the Rainy Day Yarns shop, and it's beautiful. So it takes 3 colors, approximately 219 yards of each of 3 different colors. And it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that's one that might go on my to knit soon list. Okay, so there's that. And then I received, I did not buy this. This is from Kathy G on Ravelry, and she is the dyer behind It's All About You yarn.
You.
And this is the yarn that she gifted to me. And I'm going to design a pattern out of it. So I'm trying to get to the place where it tells me about the yarn. There's cards in here, but they're like overlapping each other and I can't find it. So this is her self-striping sock. It's an 80-20 superwash merino nylon blend. It's 100 grams, 400 yards, and it's the Cherry Blossom version 2.0 colorway.
With pink, white, brown, and green stripes.
Yes. Hand dyed in Adna, Washington, which I don't know where Adna is, but
It's in Washington.
somewhere in Washington. So it'll be later in the year when I do this. I've got a few other designs,
But it's so pretty.
but it's so pretty. And then I literally screamed when I was in the shop and bought this.
Oh god, I wasn't there.
How adorable is this project bag? Okay.
Oh, that poor cat right there who's like half of the face.
Yes. So this one right here is pink.
More or less.
Yeah. And it's got a drawstring inside. So you can like pull it
Wait, that
close.
one is pink?
Yes.
That we said no, that one is pink. Oh no, that is the closest to
That's
what
the
pink
closest
looks
to pink.
like.
So this bag is
Go
from,
use it yourself.
yes, Little Fish Stitches. And it was actually funny because I was like, they had this size and then they had one that was like a shawl size. But this is perfect. I don't have any bags this size, so this was a perfect size to do. And my friend Janine had found one that she liked as well, and so she got one. And then, like 5 seconds later, the creator of the bags walked into the shop. So there's a photo of her and I at the end of the podcast. So, and then the other thing I bought, I was very good. I did not buy much stuff at all. I bought 3 skeins of, this is from Plymouth Yarn Company. This is Linaza hand dyed. It's 50% alpaca, 25% linen, 25% tencel. And this is the mauve pink orange colorway. 100 grams, 440 yards. I bought 3 skeins of this to knit the, I should have looked this up. It's from Pom Pom Quarterly, the one we reviewed most recently.
PBQ.
It is the Triskilling
Triskilling.
by Kristen Blom, and it is a short sleeve, swingy bottom of the pattern.
Boxy.
It's boxy. There you go. But it's got some detail across the yoke. So I bought, and it was knit with linen, and I think I've talked about before, I was like not sure how I felt about it because I didn't know how it would feel against my skin. But there were several samples knit up because the shop that I got it in, the Sock Peddlers, this was their featured yarn, and so there was a discount on it. So they had a lot of samples, and I was able to like feel how it felt after blocking and wearing and everything, and it's going to be amazing. So I bought 3 skeins of that to knit the Treskilling. So I bought 3 skeins of that, and that was everything.
But apparently there's a rata. Just make sure you know that.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll check that when I'm ready to knit it. So I'm really excited about knitting that, and it was a lot of fun, but it was crazy. So Janine picked me up at 8:30 Thursday morning, and she dropped me back off at home about 5:30, 5:45.
Oh jeez.
It was crazy. We had copious amounts of coffee. Because you can't do it without a coffee. So it was a lot of fun. It was great to meet yarn shop owners of shops I had not been to before, and just getting to know the knitting community here in Washington. Mm-hmm. So we were gifted a pattern by the lovely Alexa and Emily of Tin Can Knits. Their brand new Beloved pattern, which is a bonnet, and it is so freaking adorable, and I'm totally going to knit it for our friends in Scotland who are having a baby girl.
Bonnie.
It's a DK weight pattern done on US 6 4mm needles, and there's a newborn, a baby, a toddler, a child, and an adult size, and it's adorable.
She's like biting her toe.
Somebody's having a bath down here.
Ah.
So my question is, how would we feel about a pom-pom at the top? But it's got such a cool construction. It's knit starting with one bonnet string, and then across, and then finishing with the other bonnet string. So it's got a really, really cool construction. So I am so excited to knit that. So I'll let you know more how I feel about it once I start knitting it up. But it's adorable. Even on the adult. It's so, so, so cute. So, thanks to them for sending that. We got our latest Knit Crate box. And this one was inspired by contemporary comfortable color. The richness of a worn leather chair next to a sleek modern desk.
Ooh.
Found in the juxtaposition of matte and gloss, saturated hues and whispering dusty tones. This one's colorways and yarns speak to the movement from winter to spring, a sacrifice of darkness to light, and the serenity of an atmosphere ready to change for a new season.
Sacrifice.
So the yarn is La Bribus by Knit Crate. It is a marled sock, 40% merino wool, 40% Peruvian Highland wool, 20% nylon, fingering weight, 100 grams, 437 yards, and we got the gray twist colorway.
Ooh. Do that twist.
And the patterns that go with it, then there's a knit pattern that's a shawl by Suzanne Hoggle, and it's the Daxis pattern.
I love it.
And then the crochet pattern is by Marie Segares, and it's a cabled clutch. It's squishy yarn. I'm not a huge fan of the color, though.
Squish.
Even though I love gray. I don't know. Well, how do you feel about the color?
I don't know. Do you not like the marl?
I don't know. I can't.
It looks kind of optical illusion.
It does. It's beautiful. It's just not my taste, I think.
I like it knit up with the...
Yeah, where did it go? Did it go under this? Yeah, the way it's... But I don't know if that's not this colorway, because there was more than one colorway.
Oh.
No, there wasn't. Okay, never mind. I lied.
It's confusing because it says this month's colorways.
Yeah. Because it looks lighter.
Maybe it's just a different dye lot or different lighting.
Something. Oh, and, okay. So all La Bribus yarns are naturally colored. Each skein is unique.
Aha.
So it could be just a lighter part of the
Someone's
skein.
got their tail wrapped around their water bowl.
Well, that's
Don't you do it.
Don't move that water dish.
We're watching you.
Pink Pearl Almond, the kitty, likes to move her water dish around and she gets in trouble. And she gets...
Because she spills it everywhere.
And so we spray a spray bottle at her to get her to stop. And she was very confused this morning because she came in the bathroom when I was getting ready. And I was spraying water on my head. And she was like, Mama, why are you spraying the naughty bottle on your head? Silly kitty. So, again, thank you to Knit Crate for sending this to us. It's beautiful. It's just not my taste, the colorway. It probably will go into our prize bag. So, one of y'all will get to enjoy this at some point. But thanks again. And there's a link in the show notes because we are Knit Crate affiliates. So, there's a discount code. And we do earn a little money if y'all purchase things from Knit Crate. So, we got a box of amazingness from Mary Ann, who is Knit Central on Ravelry. She contacted me and asked if we'd be interested in these because they were just sitting on her shelf, and she thought we might utilize them. So
and indeed,
we will. So this is the Harmony guides, and they're stitch dictionaries. There is a what?
You were leaving off.
Oh, because because I'm holding them. So there's a lace and eyelets one, a colorwork stitches, cables and errands, knits and pearls, and basic crochet stitches. So the basic crochet stitches will go into our prize box, but I'm excited to look through these. Oh, it looks like the stitch patterns are really clear in the swatches.
And they don't just use one color; they use all kinds of colors.
Yes.
I love it.
So there's 250 stitches in this one. There's over 250 designs in this one. Ooh, pretty.
Now is not the time to flip through them.
And then there's 250 stitches in this one. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, they're very large and clear. There's 250 stitches in the knit and purl one. And then there's 250 stitches in the crochet one. So that one will definitely go in the prize box because we're not crocheters. And she said that's fine. She told us to keep what we wanted and put the rest as prizes. So these are from Interweave Press. All of them. So I'm really excited to look through these and see what's in them. And
some of them will help inspire me for my Hadestown collection.
There you go. There you go. So thank you again to Mary Ann for sending those to us. I just have not had a chance to sit down and look at them just because of how crazy this week has been. So, okay, is there anything else before we talk about our other stuff?
Nope.
All right, let's talk about hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. What is it, Dammy?
It stands for Geeky Girls Knit Crafty Photo a Day Challenge. We have a list of photo prompts for each month. So you take a look at the prompt for that day, take a picture related to it, and post it anywhere you like. But we pick our favorites from Instagram.
I'm trying to see what today's prompt is. Excited. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I just can't hide it.
Yeah.
I'm about to lose control and I think I like it.
Yeah.
So, what you do, so this month the theme is kind of like emotions and shapes and various other things is the theme.
It's okay not to have a theme.
I know, but that's what the theme for this month is. So, what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
Here come the photos. So those were our favorite photos. Great job, everybody. So it's never too late to join in. All you do is take a look at the prompt for the day. For example, today, Wednesday the 9th, when we're recording this, the prompt is exciting.
Excited.
Excited, sorry. You interpret that however you want. We're very cheater friendly on this. You take the photo, you post it on Instagram, make sure in the caption you use hashtag GGKCraftyPad, because that's how we'll find your photo. If you have a private account on Instagram,
you are participating in GGK Crafty Pad,
you need to make sure Dammy is following you, because otherwise she cannot see your photos. And yours will not get chosen because we won't be able to see it. Okay, well, we don't have any upcoming events at the moment, so I think we're ready to move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about what we are reading, watching, and listening to.
So what are you reading, Dammy?
I am still reading, actually I'm almost finished with The Reptile Room by Lemony Snicket.
So I need to put in a hold request.
Actually, I want to reread The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Why?
Well,
Why?
one, because I got a print version of it from Barnes & Noble.
Okay.
So I want to read it, the print version, instead of reading through the Kindle version in less than 24 hours on a transatlantic flight. Because we are going to see The Hunchback of Notre Dame at Fifth Avenue Theater on opening night, June 8th at 8 p.m.
We're in the nosebleed section.
No, not really.
Yes, we're almost as far back as you can go.
But it's still a good view. I looked it up.
No, but the nosebleed section means you're like far away from the stage or the.
I thought nosebleed just meant like you are barely able to see anything.
No.
I looked at like the view. It was like a couple rows ahead, but still, it's still a great view.
No, nosebleed means you're just like far back, or like if you're in an arena, like you're
high altitude.
High altitude, and that's why it's called nosebleed.
More
because
altitude.
if the altitude change can cause nosebleeds. So we're in the nosebleed section. That doesn't mean we won't have a clear view. It just means we're high up.
No, we should have a clear view.
Yeah. I don't know, like, do you have to dress up fancy to go to the theater?
I'm not going to be, like, wearing a prom dress.
What are you thinking that you're going to wear?
I don't know, like that summer dress I got.
Okay.
And my blazer, maybe. That should be
okay.
Fancy enough.
I'll have to see what I can figure out. So, yes, so this is in Seattle, so we'll take the ferry across, go. Oh my God.
This is going to be so fun.
The show's at 8 o'clock.
Which is normal for a theater.
Yes. And the ferry back from Seattle to Bremerton is at 10:30.
The show's not going to be over by 10:30.
Or 12:50 a.m. So we're going to have to, like, hang out until 12:50 a.m.
Well, then we can go to the stage door. Or you can go sit somewhere and I can go to the stage door because you probably won't like it because it will probably be a little crowded.
Yeah.
Because I want to make some art and give it to them. So, like, you can go chill somewhere and I will be at the stage door and be like, can you please take my art?
And, yeah. And then Dammy has to work the next morning.
I am so ready. I'm so excited.
You just can't hide it?
I just can't hide it.
Are you about to lose control?
And I think I like it.
So tell us about the unique thing that is for this show.
Well, previous productions of The Hunchback of Notre Dame have done this too. So Joshua Castile, who is a deaf man, is going to be playing Quasimodo because Quasimodo is deaf.
Okay, a man who is deaf because the deaf doesn't...
I was using capital D, deaf,
okay,
not lowercase d.
So, I don't know what... So... I think it was like an interview or something that I watched, I don't know when, but it was a person with Down syndrome, and they were talking about the fact that you're not a Deaf syndrome man or a Deaf syndrome woman.
Down.
That doesn't...
You said deaf.
Down syndrome, sorry. That doesn't... Like, I'm not a fibromyalgia woman. I'm a woman who has fibromyalgia. So it's not... You know, you don't let that disability define you, is what, and that's the reason I said that. So it's a man who is deaf.
I was, like, using capital D, deaf, as in member of the deaf community, not lowercase d.
Okay. So anyway, I just, that's something that like stuck with me, especially because my uncle had Down syndrome. And so that's just, I don't know, that's something that's just stuck with me because I don't want to be defined by my illness. Does that make sense? So anyway, okay, sorry, go ahead.
So he is capital D deaf. He's going to be playing Quasimodo and signing. But one of the chorus members, E.J. Cardona, is going to be the singing voice of Quasimodo.
Yes. And you posted on Facebook, was that last week or something?
Yeah.
Like a video with him, because they're also doing some special things.
Yeah, like open caption performances, super titled performances, and one with audio descriptions if you have visual impairment. So.
And then also a ASL interpreter. So it's not at every show that they're going to do that, but they have some shows specifically that have those things, which is really cool. Really, really cool. So I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
I think you are too.
Yeah.
The Hubs is not going with us, so he might be having a schedule change at work to be working different nights, and that's supposed to happen around the time that the show is. So we didn't want to buy tickets for him and then him not be able to use it. If he isn't working and he goes with us, there is sometimes, like they didn't sell ticket, there might be some seats that they didn't end up selling.
It might be really busy because
of opening night. So anyway, we'll see.
If you're going to the Hunchback of Notre Dame
on opening night
and want to come hang out with us and maybe help us not take the ferry at 12:50 a.m., we would appreciate it, because we're taking the fast ferry there, but there's no fast ferry back.
No.
So
yeah, the fast ferry stops running. I think the last fast ferry is at 7 something. So yeah. Okay. What else are you reading? We got distracted for 6 minutes talking about that.
I'm so excited. I'm also reading The Glass Scientist, which is a webcomic by Sabrina Katungo.
Okay, so are you getting your 15 minutes a day in?
You know it.
And what am I referring to?
The April, May, June round. Read on. So there is a finish line thread in the group where you post one post and then you edit it, telling us you've read at least 15 minutes each of the days. Some people put in what they're reading. That's fine. If you want to know more about it, watch previous episodes because I talk about it in detail. If you have any questions, though, there is a chatter thread. If you finish 88 of the 91 days, you'll be in a giveaway for one. We'll be doing one or more giveaways of an ebook. And you'll also get a 20% off coupon code and a virtual badge. If you read 61 of the 91 days, you'll be entered into one or more giveaways for single pattern, and you'll get a virtual badge. Hashtag is hashtag GGKRyle18 if you want to post on social media what you're reading. Okay, me. I am still reading Only Love Today by Rachel Macy Stafford. I am at 95%. So I will finish it this week. Okay, the sun just went behind the clouds, and the color of the video just totally changed. It still looks good, though. It
still looks good. It was just there was a shift there. So, yeah, so I'll have this finished by next week's episode. I am rereading still Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's / Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling, and I'm reading that along with listening to the Harry Potter and the Sacred Text podcast with the Hubs. And then I'm reading the Queen's Thief series by Megan Whalen Turner. I finished reading books 2 through 4, and I'm reading book 5, and I have very, very little left. So I'll have that finished before next week's episode as well. All right, watching. I watched a Hallmark movie called Darrow and Darrow in the Key of Murder. I knew who the murderer was from the get-go. I had, figured it out already.
Good job.
It had...
It's not that hard.
So I can't
Hallmark.
Yeah, I can't remember names, but...
The guy from Flash.
Yeah, the guy from Flash is in it. The lady from what was the name of that comedy? It was a sitcom.
Arrested Development.
No. It was at a magazine. Was where the setting? Anyway, there was lots of people that you were like, oh, the guy from Stargate. That played the baseball.
Paul McGillian.
That played the baseball coach.
McGillian.
So that was what I watched. I also am watching season 8 of Charmed. I think I have maybe 8 episodes left. So I'm nearing the end. Okay, we did not get watched all of the TV from last week because I was out of town. So we are still playing catch up. So there's some stuff that we'll have to wait and talk about next week.
Catch up.
But Do you want to start?
Sure, we're watching season 3 of Supergirl. We watched one episode. So Pestilence almost killed Wynn, Alex, and Kara. Oh no. And then they found out Sam was with Lena, and now the 3 world killers are united. Oh no.
So we have an episode of that to watch. Yes. Okay, and the next one you're very excited about?
Elementary is back for season 6.
Yes.
And Sherlock has a concussion-related injury. And Sherlock and Joan finally did a hug.
They did.
After 5 seasons. But now, I didn't think he was a sponsor. I thought they were just like, let's chill. Let's chill.
I think he's going to be his sponsor.
Oh. Well, his new friend is the serial killer. And he's not going to find out about it until, like, the end of the season. And he's going to blame himself and his mind and his injury for it. Because how could he not see this?
Because the actor's name, he's in the main credits now.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to be in quite a lot of the season.
And he's a murderer. And I think Joan is going to be like, I don't know. This guy seems like a little suspicious. And Shirley's like, pish posh.
Yeah.
We need Clyde. Clyde can solve this murder.
There you go. Clyde the turtle. Okay, we're watching season 15 of NCIS. Abby was shot.
Tell us how you know.
Because I went and watched the promo for the next episode, which we have
ready. From our next episode.
So we have the next episode ready to watch.
Oh, boy.
And it is Abby's final episode.
Will you be okay?
No. I'm going to cry a lot because Abby's leaving. Because I love her character. I love her as an actress. She's just an amazing human. Just an amazing human. So. And then the hubs and I are watching season 4 of NCIS New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Gregorio brought down a serial killer who was her former professor at the FBI Academy.
Oh no. That's bad.
She had been, like, murdering someone, like, once a year for, like, 10 years or something.
Okay.
Evil. The hubs and I are watching season 4 of The Flash. DeVoe's wife left him.
Good job.
That's a good thing. Because we're getting near the end of the season, so. Alright, you want to talk about the next one?
We are watching season 5 of The Blacklist. Samar has been abducted. Oh no. What will we do?
We're in these, like, May sweeps, like, all the dramatic things happen. You want to talk about the next one, too?
We're watching season 3 of Colony, because it's back.
Yay!
We haven't watched it since Edinburgh. We hadn't watched Elementary since Edinburgh, either.
Oh, that's sad. But Colony's back.
Snyder is lying to them. He can't decide what side he wants to be on. So, like, pick a side already, dude. And Bram contacted the Resistance 6 months after last season.
So, yeah. So, where the season ended and where it
Bram
started.
Stoker.
6 months had passed. The hubs and I are watching season 11 of The Big Bang Theory. Almost all of them got pink eye. And Sheldon's brother is Jerry McConnell from Crossing Jordan.
Like, in real life.
And, what's his name in real life? Oh, no, that's his name in real life. Jerry McConnell.
Oh.
That's not his character's name. Because he's Sheldon's brother. So, anyway, it was funny. He was like, he owned tire stores in Texas. He was like Dr. Tire or something. And he had a mullet.
That's nice.
Yes. Okay, I'm watching season 13 of Supernatural.
Goodness.
They had to use Lucifer's grace to open the rift, but then Rowena got angry with Lucifer and accidentally sent him through the rift, and then Sam was killed by vampires, and then they found Mary and Jack, and Lucifer brought Sam back to life in exchange for taking him to Jack, because Jack is Lucifer's son. He's the Nephilim.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Like, the end of the episode was Sam walking into the camp where Mary and Jack are, and then Lucifer coming in after him. And then, dun dun dun, what's going to happen? Arrow, season 6. Oliver got out of the criminal, like, because he was in jail, remember, because they thought he was Green Arrow, which he is, but he's not.
You can't know
He got out of it thanks to the team, but now Diaz intends to kill him and everyone he cares about. There was a cameo by the actor who played Tommy Merlin, who died, like, in season 1.
I remember
But
that.
it wasn't really him, it was this guy who can
do voices
and be different people. So he he came into the courtroom as Tommy Merlin and was like,
y'all.
I didn't really die, I faked my death, and I'm the Arrow. And then at the end, or not at the end, but later in the episode, they captured the judge, and then he was the judge and let Oliver off. And then the real judge was killed by Diaz.
Oh, no.
Because they thought he had betrayed them. So, okay, why don't you do the next one? Because you're so excited about this.
Next one is very exciting. We're watching season 3 of Blind Spot. And Stargate is real in the Blind Spot universe. You want to know how? Well, Bill Nye the Science Guy is Patterson's father. Like, actually, Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Like, in the credits, he's credited as Bill Nye the Science Guy.
He was just Bill Nye in the guest starring credits.
Like on IMDb, it's like Bill Nye is playing Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, well, yeah. So he is like as Bill Nye, Patterson's father, and his arch nemesis is Dr. Rodney McKay.
How cool would it be if he came on the show
from Stargate Atlantis?
And also
SG-1, but he was main in Atlantis.
Was he in Universe as well? I think he must have played a cameo. So apparently, like,
his arch nemesis,
Bill Nye the Science Guy's wife is writing a paper with Dr. Rodney McKay or something. And he's like, how could she do this? He's my arch nemesis. It was so funny. It was so funny.
We were just like, oh, look, it's Bill Nye. Oh, he's playing Patterson's father. Oh, this is my father, Bill Nye, the Science Guy.
Oh my gosh, it was so funny.
And he almost said her name, but we still don't know what her actual name is.
Yeah.
She's just
Patterson.
Okay,
the hubs and I are watching season 9 of NCISLA. Deeks and Kinsey bought a bar.
Just for funsies?
Well, I think that Deeks is like almost done with the police officer life. And yeah, he wants something for after he's done. So, and then I'm watching season 4 of The Good Witch. They found their wedding song. It was a piece of long lost music in a piano bench.
Wow.
That had never been published. And it's beautiful.
Wow.
So, yes. Okay, listening to. I don't think I listened to the Hamilton playlist this week. But I did listen to this.
Who are you?
I know. Well, it's because I was out of town, so I wasn't, like, focus working very much this week. I've been listening to the Sarah Bareilles playlist. We listened to the car playlist yesterday. Mm-hmm. What have you been listening to?
My various jazz playlists.
Which is also linked in the show notes.
Jazzy.
All right. I think that is everything for this segment, even though we spent 6 minutes talking about...
Technically, it is what we'll be watching.
Yes.
Come June 8th.
Yes.
You can't fall asleep in the Fifth Avenue Theater.
I will do my very best.
I'm going to be sobbing by the end of it.
Make sure you bring tissues.
I will.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to the next segment.
Now we're going to talk about our March, April, May Sheepy Spring Ale.
That's right. This is coming to a close this month. Because it started the 1st of March and it runs through the 31st of May. My nose is itchy. I don't know what is like stirred up in the air. It is for any project that you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince this is related to spring. Spring. No whips are allowed. You have to start your project the 1st of March or later and finish it by the 31st of May. Every project that you finish and post in the FO thread is one entry into the giveaways, except if your project is not at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters of yarn used or spun or woven, you need to group that project with other small projects to make at least 20 yards, 18.3 meters used of yarn. And then that whole post with those items in it is one entry into the giveaways. Mm-hmm. Feel free to poly dip in other owls as long as it meets the rules. We've got lots of lovely prizes on the screen right now. A big thank you to everyone who donated prizes. If you'd like to see them in more detail, find links, what should they do?
Go to geekygirlsnet.com
to see them, or tune into the first podcast of every month where we talk about them in detail. which the next time we talk about them in detail is when we'll be awarding them.
Wow.
Yes. You have to be a member of the Geeky Girls in It podcast group on Ravelry to participate. The hashtag is hashtag GGKSpring18. We will lock the FO thread the morning of the 1st of June and award prizes on the next podcast after that. If you are a winner, you'll have 30 days to claim your prize or you forfeit it. There is a chatter thread in the Ravelry group where you can talk about what you're working on. Dammy also gives a shout out there to everyone who finishes projects as well as here on the podcast. So Dammy, give some shout outs.
All right. Andy, A Simple Homestead, Carrie Ann 77, Hazy Summers, JP Music 15, Knit Central, Knit Live Love, Knitter Chow, Lady M, Little Angel SG2, Maria Wilhelmina, Mona Moon, Mystery Sewer, Russ Strauss, Rogue Robot, Sarah's Nana, She's Knitting Socks, Shirley Knits 123, and The Zinja.
Great job, everybody. So keep working on those projects. You have 22 days from when we're recording this to finish your projects. So
It's like almost 3 weeks. This over 3 weeks.
yeah, just a little over 3 weeks. You can do it. So get this project finished and posted, and you might be a winner. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us things and we answer them.
Or try to, at least.
This week we can answer it.
Yes. So what is this week's question?
This week's question is from Carrie, who is Earl Grey Knitter 2 from Kansas.
Hi, Carrie.
I can't help but to notice that Cece's nails are usually beautifully painted. Does she get them done, or does she use an amazing nail polish that doesn't chip? Thanks.
I do them myself. So I have extremely brittle nails, and I have discovered that if I keep them painted, they don't break as often. So I do them myself. So like this is a really cool sparkly.
Wow.
The colorway is called Seeing Stars, and so
Colorway. She calls nail polish colors colorways.
because of knitting, the colorway is called Seeing Stars. You couldn't see the glitter in it, but there's glitter in it. I did it especially for the movie yesterday because space.
Hi.
Hi, Pink. I'm being glared at.
She glared at me.
So, but my amazing tip is to use this amazingness called Seche Vite. I'll link it in the show notes. And it is a super dry fast top coat. And what it does is it soaks in through the layers of the nail polish. And I can seriously paint my nails before bed and go to sleep and they don't get smudged because it dries so quickly. So I don't have like a specific base coat that I use. I just use kind of whatever. I prefer like Essie nail polishes. That's what this one is. But I only get those when they're on sale. And I usually repaint. Oh, there's a leaf. Pink is pouncing the leaf. I usually repaint them every like 3 to 4 days. Which is actually pretty good. The Essie tends to last longer than if I use just another whatever I have. So, but yeah, that is my secret, is the Seche Vite top coat. I buy it on Amazon, and I buy like 3 bottles at a time or whatever because it makes it cheaper. But I love it. It gives a super shiny to the top to the nail polish, and it dries it super, super fast. So, no, I haven't gotten my nails done in a shop in ages. Yeah. And it's nice on the toes as well. Dammy paints my toes for me because it makes it dry really fast. So, there you go, Carrie. That's how I accomplish my nail polish that are painted all the time. So, thank you so much for the question. Dammy, if somebody has a question for us, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
All right, let's move on to the next segment.
And now we have giveaways and review.
Yeah, I forgot
Review and giveaways, plural.
I forgot to change it to the... Okay, so we have...
She's a cat.
Yes.
Wow.
So, I met the most lovely Yuko Miki from Honeyberry Studios a couple of months ago. She's in Seattle. We talked about her a few weeks ago because I had gotten the You Are Enough succulent sticker from her. But she sent us some things for review and then also things for 2 giveaways. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about her based on her little biography. She grew up in a rural town in Japan surrounded by rice paddies and mountains. She worked for a nonprofit domestic violence organization for 14 years before taking a leap of faith in 2015 to focus on her art career full-time. She enjoys making happy art in watercolor, ink, and digitally. She lives in Seattle with her husband Dave and a parakeet, Lenny. So why don't you show us what she sent you to review?
Well, she sent me a URNF succulent stickers. Now I have one of my own.
Yes. I ended up putting mine, I ended up using blue tack and putting it on the mirror in the bathroom.
And it's so cute.
It is.
She sent me a puppy to-do list, which I'm going to use a lot because I've been making lots of to-do lists.
It's really cute.
Like, I need to make a list of all the stuff I want to do this summer. Like, learn how to drive, get my driver's license, learn how to ride a bike, get a bike.
Do you want to know what I want to learn?
I know what you want to learn.
I want to learn to play the guitar.
And I told you where you can get a good secondhand guitar.
Yes.
Because I asked Randy.
Who works with her.
Music guy. And she sent me this beautiful card. Every day is a new beginning, and I love it.
Yes.
Because I've been thinking a lot about the Anne of Green Gables quote, tomorrow is fresh with no mistakes in it yet.
Yes. Okay, and she sent me, oh my gosh, this adorable sticker that I think is going to also go on the bathroom, on the mirror in the bathroom. It says, sea otters hold hands while sleeping so they don't drift away from each other. How adorable is that?
It's so cute.
And I got the succulent to-do list, which is lovely. And the self-care is not selfish greeting card, which I'm probably going to just hang on the wall because I need that reminder. You have to... but her stuff is beautifully done, beautifully packaged.
It's so cute and
adorable. She does also like, I mean, we're going to send you to her store for you to tell us what your favorite thing is for the giveaways. But she does just so much beautiful art. I follow her on Instagram, and she's making these adorable ceramic kitty ornaments, which she already knows that I want one when she gets them ready to sell. She just does so much beautiful art, and
like thistles.
They kind of do look like thistles. Yeah, it's just beautiful, and she has like prints like that you could hang on your wall, and just all kinds of gorgeous stuff.
It's very nice, like nice minimalist, and I love the watercolor.
Yeah,
stuff. It's so cute.
It's just beautiful. So she gave us.
I have number 1.
2 giveaways.
Yes.
And so what we're going to do, so what you need to do to enter into the giveaway is go to her shop on Etsy, which there's a link in our show notes, and you're going to find your favorite item. You're going to come back to the thread in our Ravelry group, post what your favorite item is. The giveaway will be open for 2 weeks. We'll announce the winner in episode 295. So she sent us 2 giveaways. If you are the winner, whoever we hear from first will get to pick which one they want, and then the other winner will get the other one.
Yeah, the other bundle.
Yes. So what is the first bundle?
This is bundle number 1. This is the sea otters hold hands while sleeping so they don't drift away from each other greeting card. Also a little sticker, and also the puppy to-do list.
Yes.
That's bundle number 1.
Bundle number 2 is the succulents. So you get the You're Enough sticker and greeting card and to-do list.
I want that one.
So if you're the winner, you'll need to tell us whether you want the succulents prize or the sea otters puppies prize.
Actually, baby otters are called pups. So the pups prize.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm trying to put this back in here.
Let's just wait until we're done.
Well, then I want to show them how adorably packaged she did, even for the giveaways. She packaged them in these beautiful brown bags with her Honeyberry Studios.
Also, her stuff is printed on recycled paper. This is recycled paper right here.
Yes, it is. Oh, that's awesome. So just another lovely thing. She is also, there are shops that carry her stuff, which is on her honeyberrystudios.com website. You can see, and if you're ever in one of the shops, you should definitely check out her stuff. But you can also, again, get it on Etsy. So thank you so much to Yuko for sending us this stuff. It's beautiful. I'm so glad that I got to meet her in person.
I haven't met her.
You haven't, but I have. and that she wanted to share her stuff with y'all. So
these puppies are wearing winter sweaters.
It's so cute. And I love succulents, so I'm just so excited.
You love succulents, but somehow you kill them, even though they're not supposed to need a bunch of water. What is this?
I know,
I need more succulents. I want to, like, cover my windowsill in succulents. I want to make my whole room an aesthetic.
If you put succulents in your windowsill, then...
Yeah, someone's gonna knock them off.
Because somebody loves to live in our windowsills in our bedroom.
Okay, that's all for the Honeyberry Studios.
Thank you so much to Yuko again for that. So make sure and go to the thread in our Ravelry group and enter. We are going to announce a winner for the Tickled Picnic giveaway, which is you will get an ebook, you will get the stitch marker and a badge. And the question was, what pattern would you cast on first? The number one pattern out of all of this is Dammy's Sea and Sky Wrap. That was the number one pattern y'all wanted to cast on, followed by my Bashful Striped Shawl. So y'all wanted, to wrap yourself in yummy goodness. So, we locked the thread this morning. We used random number generator. Actually,
we used Siri.
I used Siri. I was like, Siri, give me a random number between 2 and da-da-da, because I was post number 1. And Siri told us who was the winner?
Number 4, VT Kimmy Kim.
Congrats, VT Kimmy Kim.
Who wanted to cast on Sea and Sky.
So, VT Kimmy Kim, PM me, Java Pearl and Ravelry. Tell me you saw this. I need your full name and mailing address to mail you the stitch marker and badge. And I can't remember if you already have the ebook or not. If you do already have it, would you tell me the Ravelry name of who you want me to gift it to? Because I'll gift the book to a friend of yours if you already have it. And then just a reminder that we also have the yarn from Blueberry Chick Yarn, who is of the Bead Sisters podcast. That thread is still open in the Ravelry group. You need to visit her shop and then come back and tell us your favorite colorway, and we will draw for that winner next week in episode 294. So three giveaways. Yuko's giveaway,
wow.
VT Kimmy Kim, you won the Tickled Pink giveaway, and the Blueberry Chick Yarn giveaway. All the amazingness.
Yay!
Yay! All right, well, I think we're ready to move on to the next segment. We made it to the end of the show. Craziness. Just a reminder that photos and a funny video of Janine and I singing to Ace of Base that came on in her car while we were doing the yarn crawl. So there's a very funny video of us singing and dancing in the car. It was funny. She said I could share it with y'all. Right, Janine? You did. So that's after the credits. A reminder that the amazing Kate, who is librarian Kate,
7578,
is hosting a GoFundMe for us to be able to go to Scotland for the Hub's PhD graduation. If you would like to donate to that, there's a link in the show notes. Thank you to everyone who has donated to that. Yeah, we're hoping we can raise enough to be able to go. I think that's the only announcement. So let's talk about, we would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who supports the podcast, especially financially, because it costs money to send out prizes and such, and the technology and all that jazz. We are going to do a test podcast where you are in a different location.
Oh, like next week?
No, not next week.
Okay.
But
I need warning.
Some point this summer, we're going to do that to test to make sure that it works correctly for when Dammy goes off to college in September. But yeah, technology, all that such. So if you would like to support the podcast financially, there's 3 main ways you can do that. First is Patreon, which is a site where you pledge a certain amount each month to your favorite creative. You earn rewards based on what level you donate at, whether it's postcards, coupon codes, free yarn, free pattern, early access to the podcast. So if you'd like to know more about that or want to sign up, go to
patreon.com/geekygirlsknit.
What's another way, Dammy?
There's a PayPal button in the sidebar of our website if you would like to make a one-time donation.
And we are amazon.com.co.uk and .ca affiliates. If you're going to shop on Amazon, if you click through our website first, we earn a little money back based on what you purchase. It doesn't cost you anything extra. And it's a great way to support the podcast by doing something you'd be doing anyway. So with that, we're going to tell you... Oh, wait, no. Damn me. You need to tell us where to find us online.
Oh, you can find us at geekygirlsknit.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
That's right. And with that, now we are going to tell you goodbye. We hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your week. Happy knitting, and we'll talk to you again next time. Don't forget to go enter all the giveaways. And stay tuned after the credits. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Fifth grade singing that song.